Hello and welcome to the show. No, your eyes do not deceive you. That is an Austin Mini with a V8 engine in the back. I didn't want to really go for another mid-engine car. However, I did want to put the 4,600 horsepower V8 into a Mini. And, well, it's safe to say that that's not big enough. And it simply doesn't fit in that bit there. So we've got a mid-engined Mini with an awful lot. I mean, it barely fits in the car here. Yes, ignore the few impossibilities that go on, quite a lot of impossibilities that go on. You will kind of be sitting right on top of the engine. I mean, the gearbox is almost now to the boot. I'm hoping when I put the boot on, we won't be able to see any of it, so it'll look kind of okay-ish. And yes, it's got a great big blower in the middle of the car. Who cares? It's a Mini with a very big engine that I really have absolutely no idea how... Actually, no, I have a pretty good idea of how terribly hard this is going to be to drive. I have suspicions that this could be one of the hardest cars I've ever built to drive. It is four-wheel drive, though. One saving grace of this is I have put a four-wheel drive gearbox on it in the hope that I may be able to regain at least kind of some form of control of this car. That is at least my hope. I mean, we've got... I think I'm trying slightly different... I think these are the huge suspension things that I've tried before. I'm going to try these... Again, these are more circuit ones. Wherever they're going, it's not going to show me them again, is it? I've got more circuit suspension parts I'm just sort of chucking on, hoping in vain that they will be good enough to try and keep this car just about on the track. I've got too big of wheels. Oh, arse. I was really hoping I could get away with them ones. They don't really fit very well. We're going to have to go... yeah, that doesn't fit. Ah, crap. Okay, we're going to go for smaller wheels, and that's the only way we're going to get that to work. Yeah, the suspension, the back suspension looks all right. The front is a little bit. The car's too small, really, for the suspension, so we're going to get rid of all of that. I'm really quite expecting this to be difficult to drive. I mean, if it does go well. I mean, with the amount of horsepower this car has and the lack of weight that it has as well, it will be very fast. But I'm not completely sold on it going well. Let's go for these blue wheels. Sure, they look quite interesting. We will have some of them. As far as tyres go, there are real concerns of this either rolling over or doing huge wheelies. Wheelies because of the engine placement, rolling over because it's a very small, very narrow car and has a very heavy engine in a silly place. So yes, there are all sorts of tyres I could mess around with here that I'm not going to touch because we're going for the control tyre. These have worked in the past. This is about the only chance I have of stopping this car from rolling over and doing wheelies all the time. It's the only way. I would imagine this would do very, very good wheelies. Tyre is too... Oh, crap. Go away, tyres. Yeah, I can imagine that I could get this to wheelie very, very easily if I wanted to. Oh, we'll go all the way back down, further down. We want this one here, don't we? Yeah, because I know what I'm buying. Just about. I think I needed one more. My brain just stopped counting. Oh, we've got extra tyres. Tyres for everybody. Get rid of that. Okay, it still is a little... The wheels are a little bit big. Well, it's probably more the tyres are quite a sort of racing tyres. I mean, he's not designed for racing tyres. Okay. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking like one of those stock car mini things that we have. I don't know what we've got in the way of body. Do we have any interesting body panels? Oh, wow, there's actually... Oh, there's the proper mini. I quite like the blue wheels now. And I don't know if we want to put soft compound racing tyres. I tell you what we'll do. We'll buy these. Okay, we'll put these on at another... after we've done the lap, these are not going to work. I can tell you now, these are not going to work for actually trying to get around the track. It will fall over. It will be horrible. However, we will have a go with Wheelie Mini at some point. So we'll get you, rear bumper, bonnet, doors. Yeah, doors slightly important. And have a front bumper. Do we have any replacement parts? No, there's no interesting... Ooh, do we have... Shall we stick a wing on it? No, I'm not going to put a wing on a Mini. Right, so we've put all of these parts on. I don't think there's going to be any sticky outy bits. Look at that, there is no sticky outy bits. You couldn't... Well, apart from the sticky outy engine-y bit. Never mind about that. Nothing else is sticking out, which is nice. All the suspension is hidden behind all of the wheels and stuff. Okay, and then we just need some lights, and then we are looking pretty good. No, that's running gear. We want lights and windows. There we go. Do we have any possible... No, we don't really have... There's not a huge amount of options. Right, we will get all of the glass. Yes, we want all of you. Yeah, I'll just go through and buy the lot of it. Tail lights and... Oh, indicators! Ah, yes, indicators are very important on this game. For telling people where you're going, or where your car is wildly flailing out of control at, which is more likely. Yep, we'll stick on. It looks like the car has windows to start with. I don't know why that is. Is it just me? It might just be me. Right, there we go. Look at the Mini. Then we need to paint it. Oh, there's not going to be any silliness with the painting. I can't paint it black and orange because I don't think we're going to have any. Yeah, this is all really one colour. There's no way I can really two-tone the thing properly. Okay. We'll just go for an orange Mini then with blue wheels. Sure, why not? Why not? Who cares? Oh, we need seats. Oh, that's an important part. We need seats and we need a steering wheel. Now, what seats do we use? I love how the V8 Supercar seat is pretty much compatible with everything. That's fantastic. Should we have... I don't really just always use the V8. What else have we got in the way of seating options? Nothing massively interesting. Okay, we'll go with this one up here. Sure. We'll go with that, and then we will go with steering wheels. That was the other thing. Do we have a proper mini steering wheel? Because that'll look silly. No, it doesn't look like there is one on that page. Wait, I saw Austin. Okay, sure. For a minute there, well, there's a racing wheel. I don't know why my brain saw that. Okay, seat. Oh, that's got to be moved, doesn't it? Go away, door. It'll just take you off for a moment while we position the chair. Oh, are we going to fit? It's going to be. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze. Okay. Whoopsie. No, wait. That would be a really uncomfortable driving position, or at least it would be for me. I like when I drive my cars in real life. My seat. Well, I guess now I have an MX-5. I don't really sit, but in my Clio, I used to have sort of my seat almost in the back seat of my car. I would sit really far back from the steering wheel, so that would be incredibly uncomfortable for me trying to drive like that. But sure, we're going to try that. It's not going to be easy to drive, I suspect. Okay, well, it looks like the Mini is ready to go. You can tell how bad the weight distribution is by the angle it is at on the stand. That normally cars would be flat up there. That's the weight distribution going on in this car. Okay then. I'll just show you the graphy things. 4,634 horsepower in this car. It's going to be nuts, and I suspect it will be horrible to drive. But I've been wrong before about cars. We will find out when we go to our test track. We're going to take it to the Tsukuba circuit, time trial, and see how quickly we can go. The fastest lap we've had around here is a 56 something or other set by a Mazda MX-5. I have a sneaking suspicion that this probably won't go into the 56s. I mean, we never know. We never know. This is supposedly four-wheel drive. Oh, and we're wiggling down into turn one. Are we four-wheel drive? That just looks like there is just... Oh, crap. It may not actually be four-wheel drive. I definitely selected the all-wheel drive gearbox, but there seems to be is a lot biased to the rear. That may have to be... Ooh. Good God, this thing... It's the same problem with some of the previous cars. To be fair, it handles a lot better than that Renault Laguna that we had. Despite I've put a hugely overpowered engine in completely the wrong place in a car with a tiny wheelbase, the Renault was horribly twitchy monstrosity, and I fear that this could end up being the same, but it isn't. Look at it go! We're at 124 miles an hour, and that's about the fastest a Mini has ever gone. Get round that corner. And it's not broken down yet, which is always good. It does kind of go everywhere sideways, in all honesty. We could do with addressing that. Oh! That's one way to slow down for a corner. That's not the normal way you do it. Okay. Ooh, no, stop it. Thank you, car. You don't normally kind of approach that. Okay, so it doesn't really like going under braking. It does that. It's strange, like most of the time it handles remarkably, it handles like everything else that I drive on here. Yes, it's not the best handling vehicle in the world particularly, and it is very, very oversteery, but it doesn't suddenly become all twitchy. And then for some reason, at some point, it just gives up being a normal car and decides, you know what, let's twitch our way down the course. I was thinking it was when I was coming under braking, but not necessarily. Will I have to be, if I'm very, very careful with this car, can I get it to cooperate? That is the question. I've got to be, it's quite nasty under braking. It's very easy for, for things to suddenly go wrong. Right, fire it out of that corner. Now, let's keep on the road. At the moment, no, and then it does that. Why are you doing that car? Well, a little bit of a scrape on the wall. Oh, we've lost the... Oh no, I think the bonnet is still... Oh, there we go. The bonnet is still in there. We've still got the boot attached. It's all good. It's a strange one, this. It's a really strange one to drive. Again, it's just... it just gets all confused in braking zones. We're sliding it sideways out of every corner. But that's not surprising. That's to be expected with this much power. Even with a four-wheel drive thing, it's expected to be quite tough on the power delivery front, perhaps. I don't know what causes it to suddenly be twitchy in the braking zone, and I can't really... Nope, it's not going to work. I could try and fling it into the corners, but it doesn't seem to like me doing that either. Okay, whoa, no, behave yourself, Mini. We're going to go for one more lap, is all we're going to get. I don't know if I can do any better, really. This is probably going to be the slowest car that we've had, because it is very, very strange when it comes to trying to slow down for a corner. Okay then, one more lap to go now. If we start braking perhaps here... Nope, stop, there we go. I think that's the first time I've ever taken the first corner here vaguely in the right manner. Look at that, I'm trying so hard to be careful on the throttle, to be smooth when it comes to the power delivery. Oh, we won't run quite wide there. It just... it doesn't work. It is either no power or all of the power imaginable and then very, very sideways. Again, that's not an opportune racing line through that particular corner. Come on, car. Come on, car. There we go. We're on for an okay-ish lap. So if we brake nice and early, it's going to get a little bit sort of twitchy under braking, but never mind. No, 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 don't do that. Okay, I mean, I've just about caught it. We're slightly off track. Again, we're doing a little bit more exploring in the Mini, and then we can't really use any of the power at all down here because we struggle with the simple thing of going in a straight line. We're going to take the final corner sideways, which is surprisingly working quite well. And don't go in the pit lane, that would be bad. Run for the line, quickly, just make it across. It's not very fast. It is safe to say it is not very fast at all. But it does handle a bit better. I was expecting it to be horribly and twitchy after that Renault. But it dealt a lot better with the wonky engine placement and everything. Also like how the person is kind of halfway through the seat. Yeah, that's just where the seat has to go, because the engine kind of fills up all the other spaces. It's a silly, crazy car that's not very fast around a track because of weird braking characteristics. Okay, we will go back to the garage, fix the car up, put on what I'm hoping are going to be wheelie wheels. Oh dear, yes, just repair everything before the car gets really unhappy with me. Right, I don't want to risk lifting up on the jacks. I think it may crash the game if we do that. So we will take off these wheels. We won't play the weight game just yet. I will see what the the possibly wheelie wheels will do. If we get rid of them, let's see. There we go. Then we put on these, and then we will see what the car does. It definitely did say soft compound racing tire. That's bad for grip. Well, I say for grip. It's good for grip. It's bad for grip roll. That's the best way of putting it. Right, let's go to the test track. I may be completely wrong, and it might be amazing. I'm not sure on that though. Okay, we haven't got wheelie car. Where is four-wheel drive? How are we doing? Oh, we're not grip rolling. Can we turn a corner without falling over? Oh, we can, sort of, just about. Yeah, look at that. Oops. Well, I mean, kind of taking a corner. Okay, I was wrong. I was expecting soft compound tyres to cause real problems for the car. Normally, when that's what happens. Whoopsie. That is a very nasty curb. I don't want to go near that. Just as I was saying about the nasty curves. Oh, arse, we're on our roof. Okay, I can't remember. I think there is a way to reset it, but I can't remember what it is. So I'll just repair damage while I'm back here anyway. Okay, we'll keep those tyres on. They're quite good tyres. There we go. It's all fixed. We're good. Let's go back to the test track to play the weight game. I'll keep it on these tyres. Sod it. They seem to be working. I'm not sure that this is going to be the best. It's not going to be as bad as the Renault when it comes to playing of the weight game. I've completely forgotten what my record was. I read it just before I started recording, and now it's completely slipped my mind. I think it's something in the 40s. It's something like that. If we can survive for a long amount of time, I'd be quite impressed actually with this car. As there is not a huge amount of control. And whoop, missed it. Bugger it. Come back. Whoop, and spin, 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 spin. That is the world's largest donut. If it wasn't the fact I would probably kill the engine doing that, I would carry on and see how long we could hold the world's largest donut. There we go. Yes, I want to take on the challenge of running away from falling weights. Hey, there's a gear. Okay, now, the trick with this, as I've seemed to have learned in the past, is let's not go crazy with the accelerating. Let's just kind of keep it nice and slow-ish. If we fall below 25 miles an hour for any length of time... Ooh! That was a bit close. I forgot how much them things bounce. No. Yeah, if we fall below 25 miles an hour for any length of time, we fail the game. So if we crash into one of these, yeah, that's going to slow us down and stuff. But you can fail quite comfortably on your own, spinning out or doing something silly, hitting a tree. That's always bad for this kind of thing. This seems like they're being a lot smarter with its placements in this one. It's got a lot meaner for the poor little Mini. We could well see a very squashed Mini if things go quite badly wrong here. If we feed in the power nope, that's not gently. That's not gently. It's not, well, it was gently, it just wasn't. Come on, engine. Here we go. Nope. I don't want to go down a dead end either. That would be terrible. Stop being all twitchy on me, car. Nope. Okay, we're still alive though. That's well, it slid out of the way of that one. That's okay then. You can go over there. It's fine. Come on, stop going so sideways. As we survive longer and longer into the game, it will start dropping the weights closer to us and start dropping them more often. You can see at the top there it says frequency and initial distance, and that will change as we go. Doing quite well. We are doing quite well. Ooh, no. Don't want to be doing that. Definitely staying at like the 80-90 mile an hour mark is serving the Mini well. I would like to see how fast it can go. I will lose control and crash into something. That's that's my theory. I'm going to try if we can get to a straight-ish, wide open enough-ish bit. Ooh! Just got clipped. Go. No, stop going around in a circle. Ah. Crap. We survived 34. That was all it took. It's just a small clip. God damn it, we didn't even have a squad. This has survived the best. Out of all of the cars that have that have played this game, the Mini is okay. I mean, it's got a slight ding on the rear bumper, and the rear boot is slightly skew-whiff. But it's alright. And all it took was that tiny thing to unsettle. Even at me trying to be as careful as possible, that was all it took to unsettle the Mini. As you would expect, 4,500 horsepower in a Mini is somewhat interesting. Not an easy car to drive at all, but it's also not as terrible as I feared it might be. Not particularly quick. I mean, it does get a little bit twitchy being mid-engined and everything, but it survived pretty well on the weight game when I was being careful. I'm going to kill the engine doing that if I'm not careful. So yeah, there we go. That is it for this. I do quite like the Mini. I will try and find links for stuff that I've used and put them in the description if I can remember where on earth I got them from. So yeah, car did remarkably well, despite... It just looks so silly having such a big engine in it. Anyway, that is it for today, so thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.